All right, so we are back here with our first episode for Watch It or Trash It. This is a show where a certain student had an idea where she's like, what are some of the things that I like to watch? What are some of the things my friends like to watch? What's on TV? What should I be watching or not watching? And what she realized early on is that some of her friends watch the same stuff as her. So she's like, I gotta go outside my friend group and maybe find some people that I'm friends with in school, but that aren't like the main circle of friends that watch all the same shows, and watch some stuff on TV, streaming, movies, whatever, and see if when they watch it, if they have the like mind, if they agree, if they like it, if they disagree, and therefore coming to the point of should you watch it, should you trash it? And this is a great one because we have vacation coming up soon, and I think a lot of us are going to be popping on our TV and seeing what's going on. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it along to them.
Watch it.
Watch it!
Watch it!
Or
Trash.
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 trash it.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Watch It or Trash It podcast. Every week I'll pick a show or movie that my guests and I will review. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree, sometimes our opinions will be swayed. My guest today is Laynie. Hello. And we'll be talking about Ginny and Georgia, and we'll stick to that, like main things that we remember, or like who do we like more and stuff like that.
Are we being spoiler free?
No.
I cannot talk spoiler free. I'm sorry. We're probably gonna talk about the whole thing. So
if you don't wanna, get spoiled, you should go watch it. But this is the description. So a young mom named Georgia and her two kids, Ginny and Austin, moved north to a new town after Georgia's husband dies in a car accident. Within the first week, both Georgia and Ginny find themselves in drama. So first, we're gonna be talking about overall review. I would give this show like an 8 out of 10 because it is kind of cringy, and then sometimes it's like, it's getting serious. Like, it's not a joke anymore. So I guess there is a lot of plot twists. Like, you want to watch it more, even though it's not the best. So what about you, Laynie?
yeah, I agree on like 8 out of 10. Like I think when it comes to writing certain things, like they get really good at it, especially with like the dynamic between characters. But when it comes to like writing teenagers, it gets very confusing because there'll be moments where they'll say something that I haven't heard in like a year, or they'll be like, oh, this is how teenagers act. And it just sounds like a really bad millennial wrote it. Like there's this one moment where like Ginny comes up to Marcus and she just salutes him and walks away in slow-mo with dramatic music playing in the background.
She's like, cause she was like, bro, I feel like the people even think like I think like the people in the show thought like she was good. They were not even making it like look like, oh, Ginny's like embarrassing herself. I feel like they really thought like, oh, the teenagers are gonna love this. Like this is so this is just so rock star.
This is so trendy. This is what's in style these days, guys. I literally understand my children.
No, but do you like how like Ginny dresses?
In like the first few episodes, not really, but overall, I say it's okay.
Yeah, but you remember when everyone was complimenting her about the sweater?
That I agree. I think she dresses like okay, but it's nothing to be like, oh my god, I love your sweater. Like I've never seen anything like it.
Okay, so they move in and she sees like what's called him, Marcus.
They get together.
Yeah, so basically like, how do you feel about Ginny and Marcus?
I'm not the biggest fan of Ginny and Marcus just because, but I do like it better than Ginny and Hunter, but specifically because of that one scene. So basically, like when Ginny and Hunter get into an argument about the this paper they wrote, and they start going to like an oppression war.
No, and he was like, oppression Olympics.
Oh yeah, oppression Olympics. That's what he said.
So how do you feel about Ginny and Georgia's like relationship? Do you think Ginny like crossed boundaries? Because that's what especially like Ginny pointed out.
I think like when it comes to certain scenarios, both of them in the wrong. I do think they have like a bunch of rocks in their relationship, which would make sense. considering like the amount of drama or just like stuff Georgia's been through to get to Wellsbury. I think towards like where we are now in the show, they definitely like got better at communication. But in the beginning, it's like, I'm mad and I'm gonna be mad. And then Georgia comes in and she's like, but we're all happy, we're all happy. And then eventually it kind of has to get better because the show won't move on.
I feel like Ginny was kind of annoying when she's telling her, like, tell me the truth, because then after you're telling me to, respect your boundaries, but I have to, tell everything that, what's it called? Who do you think is best for Georgia's, Joe, what's his name?
Zion.
Zion.
Are we, accounting everybody? I mean, I like Paul better. And I think it's for its own reasons. Like, with Zion, they've gotten together and, fell in and out of love so many times. It's kind of like, that's not what you want for your children. Because then it puts something on Ginny. Like, where she said, you said you were going to stay. You said we were going to be a family. Because, who was the other option? It was Zion.
No, they said you're supposed to be a family, and then it was Zion or Paul. I didn't like how Ginny blamed it on her mom, for that incident for Zion leaving when he said he was gonna get the Boston apartment.
Yeah.
But she blamed it on her mom. But her mom didn't do anything because she was willing to do it. But Zion just saw she loved the town.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was that was kind of annoying to Ginny. But whatever, you continue.
Yeah. I just think that, Zion and Georgia have been together so many times. It's we need to stop. And with Joe, I think what they had was cute, but because it was so short, and we see him they have, a 10-minute in real life, maybe interaction, not even, and then they meet each other again, 20 years later or something. Not 20, but...
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So it's kind of the moment's gone, way past. I think they're nice as friends, but and that kind of just leaves, Paul, and obviously,
Paul's not that bad.
he's like Ginny said, she's been her happiest with Paul. They're actually staying in one area. She had that moment where she's thinking, do I want to run away? But then she remembered, look at what I have. I'm gonna get married. And it was kind of maybe I'll stay. They actually, when you see Paul and Georgia, you can actually see that the two of them want to work to be closer together.
To be honest, I have to disagree with that.
Okay,
I
man.
am a Joe fan. I literally love Joe and Georgia. They're so cute. Joe and Cynthia, bro, was a jump scare.
I mean, it was surprising, but a jump scare.
Oh, wait. Let me talk about Paul.
Oh, my apologies. My Paul. Oh, gee.
Paul is just he's basic. There's no chemistry. There's no everyone's saying he's the best bachelorette. No, but I don't see it. The guy, there's nothing to him. Joe, there's some chemistry, but I'm not a hater about Paul. I'm not Zion though. He's he was getting better in season 2.
Yeah.
But I think it's better he stayed to Simone.
Yeah, I like him as a guardian, with Jenny.
Yeah, but I didn't like that he kept what's called the secret between Ginny hurting herself.
Yeah, I think that was I understand she really didn't want Zion to tell Georgia, but when it comes to serious things about those, because even when Georgia found out, she was still very supporting, and I think Ginny and Georgia could have had that patch up very early season 2.
Yeah, but wait, what else? How do you like Maxine? Getting really mad at Georgia, not Georgia, I meant what's her
Ginny?
name? Ginny, for doing relationship tests.
Marcus, listen, I get that it might be shocking to you that your best friend and her brother are into each other, but she got so mad for a reason, and then she got mad at Abby because Abby was trying to completely cut off Abby, and I think they already mentioned this in the show, but how kind of self-centered she is, because we see that Nora's in her own world, but Abby's obviously going through her parents' divorce, and Ginny is going through everything, and Maxine's kind of just in her own world, guys, Sophie broke up with me, I'm so heartbroken.
Ginny was dealing with her own stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, Nora just was distancing herself because of like knowing that there was like a gun in the house,
Oh my
in
God.
Ginny's house. So like, but I didn't like how like I liked that Abby slapped Ginny because like literally Ginny was talking about how she like, oh, it's not all about you, even though Abby didn't say anything. Like Abby didn't, like they weren't open for discussion.
Yeah, I think I'm just happy though that they ended up laughing at the end because they were able to get together as friends. But Nora, like her getting like super like, I can't hang out with you guys. Listen, just say that because like she's now disappearing over her friends going through like actual crises and she's doing nothing. And it makes her look terrible. And even when they're trying to make up, she's like, I'm not gonna slap myself. Like I'm not gonna, like of course I'm gonna get mad at you. Because everybody's like apologizing for the way they've been acting because neither of them were being like the best of friends. And she's like, I did nothing, guys.
No, because like your silence did everything. You know what I mean? Like, because since Abby and Nora like were really close, like she didn't comfort her, and then she would be like always with her boyfriend,
Yeah.
or like it was like really annoying. And then it was like you're not focusing on your friends.
It really comes to show how much of a follower Nora is, especially when like the group kind of breaks up a little bit, end of season 1, because you see kind of Max being like, I'm mad at Ginny and Abby, and we're not talking to them, and Nora's like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she didn't even apologize. Like when they went together, she didn't even do a real apology. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry," but then after she would like run away. If Maxine saw her with Nora and Abby and like all that, like she would be like she would run away because like she doesn't want to disappoint her. Like Maxine is some sort of like her mother or something. And I was like,
Queen Bee.
but did you like Sophie like after they broke up and liked her because she was going to college, NYU?
Oh yeah. No, I don't. I think, she just wanted, I don't believe that. I think she just wanted to break up with Max. I don't believe it was like a school thing. You could really see it in like her tone of voice. It's like kind of seemed like an excuse.
Yeah, she still came back after it. She still wanted to be friends with her. Like, even though Maxine was just starting to get over her and be with Silver.
Oh yes. I like Silver.
Yeah, but she's not really shown that much. She's just there and she just like is with Maxine. This is about season 2, so whatever, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you feel about killing all these people?
I think it's a little bit much. I'm gonna have to say that. But when like Georgia and Cynthia were actually like being friendly towards each other, and they were at Cynthia's house because their kids were hanging out, I thought it was so weird that she literally pulled the plug on her husband. It's like, Cynthia, it's time.
Yeah, and then like why would you risk that? How many your death count is 3? Like,
I may or may not understand like the intentions behind it.
I mean, I get
Like
it.
why she thought like, okay, maybe I'll do this, but like the idea itself was just like,
No, because I don't understand, like, why would you put that yourself in that risk and like just wait for the guy to like leave, you know what I mean?
like you already have the worst rep.
Yeah.
And
there's a
literally
PI again, like.
Yeah, there was a PI literally running around. Like, yes, he was about to leave. Like,
Okay, so let's talk about like the amount of people she killed, Georgia, for Ginny.
it's kind of crazy. Like, in excess, right? It was that one though.
She wanted to make him sleep for like a couple hours, and she like flee because he was like trapping her.
Yeah, like Kenny was okay. It was a little like, did you have to do that?
She's like protecting her daughter, but like why is your first resort to kill?
You could have done the same thing you did with Gil. You didn't have to just kill him and then head shaker.
You're protecting your friend, but then after you're gonna kill him, like why are you risking yourself?
Why'd you think she was gonna get away with that?
I feel like I said this, but like I felt like it's a little weird that they don't have any proof that she killed him. The fact that they were in the same room while they killed, and obviously, Austin won't fuss up.
It's because fingerprints. Why is Georgia Miller's fingerprints on the like life support plug?
Like I feel like it can't be that quick though. Like the fact that like he literally called like 40 minutes before, like And then after that, 40
You can
minutes.
rush those kinds of things. And he also called for a suspected murder, and was like, "I have a suspected murder." And when you do that, they will rush.
Okay, but
And like, if he like shows some of his evidence, they would probably rush
I
it.
feel like I was not on the side of the PI. Like, I don't
know.
want.
He annoyed me.
Yeah, he was like, I want to protect you, Jenny. Oh, I have a question. So basically, how do you feel about like Zion, his him being a father? Like, do you feel like he's a good father person, or do you prefer Paul as a father figure?
I like Zion as a dad. I think I don't want Zion with Georgia because that's rocky, but I do like him as a dad, and I'm happy that he did move closer to be a dad for Ginny. Paul is a very interesting dad, especially when Ginny threw that party at the house, and he's like, "We are very disappointed in you." Go.
Yeah, and he was like so mad that he wasn't part of like, what's it called, the like Ginny's life. He was like, oh, it's her curfew.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just think it's funny.
Let's talk about like the end and how she got arrested for it. Like, do you think Paul is gonna like get her out, or like?
Probably.
But do you think it's gonna work though? Because the PI has some evidence of past murderous activities. Of course, for the police's eye, the possibility that she killed someone. So like, do you think she's gonna stay there for a long time?
That could only like her being, like accused of other crimes, and obviously she does have a criminal record, from the illegal gambling ring, but that could maybe not sway well with the jury. They might do a bigger investigation because of that. I definitely think Paul's gonna be very angry.
Yeah, about like her telling not the killing part, but the criminal activity.
He was so mad, and she, like, Georgia didn't even say the murder part.
Yeah.
She just said like the shallow water end of like what she's done.
Yeah, maybe we'll see conflict between Paul and Zion, like them like wanting like each child. You know what I mean?
I have to disagree because Paul was very clear in the beginning, like, hey, I don't want to like outstep you as a father or something.
I mean, but like, look at him. He was trying to like be like, I'm so disappointed in you. Like, what would make him like?
She threw a party in the house.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Like, and he moved in. Like, I would be mad. Not my kid, but stop throwing parties. Like, did you see the place? The place was actually trashed.
Okay, so do you think? Okay, so so you're basically saying you want season 3, like?
Yes.
Okay, so basically our 2 questions that we ask on this show is that what's your favorite movie, and with that movie, what's your favorite snack or like something that you eat with your movie? I mean show.
My favorite show, like TV series, would have to be Elementary. It's like a Sherlock Holmes show, but he's in like New York, and they have like Lucy Liu playing, instead of John Watson, it's like a Joan Watson. I love it. I love New York.
Okay.
And my favorite snack would have to be brownies. I love
Okay.
brownies. In Arizona.
What's Arizona?
Like the drink.
Oh, thank you for Laynie coming on my show. I really appreciate it. Her stepping up was really nice.
Oh, you're welcome.
Ginny and Georgia, if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. It's probably for bigger kids. See you guys next week for another surprise show where I sit down with a guest. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
All right, good. Done. Good job.